Alright, so here's the thing. I want to skate, but I also don't want to skate. I really don't have too much energy, but I've been kind of watching some skateboarding on YouTube and on Instagram, and I want to get out there. I want to do some skating, but I also don't really feel too motivated to do that. Gonna have a little bit of coffee here, just real quick. Hopefully that'll perk me up, give me a little bit of energy before I go out and skate. Maybe I should take some energy cues from this little rascal down here. Oh my goodness.
Oh, she's so fast.
Why is she running so much?
Why are you running?
Here. Try Lily's coffee. Huh? Isn't that good enough for you?
Good enough for me. She's got her wine.
Can you hand me all my glasses? Not like that sort of like mixed drink sweet, but it's almost like I could drink it like water. Like it's like white grape juice, right?
I mean, I'm not a huge fan of white wines as it is, so. I'm not pregnant. It's just water weight. Ah! It's empty. I'll fill it up when I get to the skate park. This elevator takes forever. This thing is for all the crappy drivers out there. You can never be too safe when you're on the roads. Always make sure you have that video evidence. So typically I'd rather ride my bicycle to the skate park. It's much more convenient, but lately I've had a flat tire that I've just been too lazy. I've neglected to fix it. So driving is, that's the move. That's what we got to do. But it's very kind of frustrating because you get people like this in front of you. They seem to not be able to find where the accelerator pedal is. What are you doing? Yeah, get the f out of my way. Strangely, it looked initially from the street a lot busier than it actually is, so that's pretty good. Alright, I guess we're warming up. Guess we get started. Alright, so I've been here about an hour now, I think, and yeah, so far so good actually. Had a decent spurt of energy when I first got here. Been listening to some music, which I rarely do anymore when it comes to skating, especially at skate parks, because you know, you kind of want to have your head up, you want to be able to be aware of your surroundings, but it's actually been pretty beneficial to give me some energy and pumping me up. And I'm working up a sweat, I got sweat in my eye, but yeah, it's fun. It feels fun. I'm glad I did it. Okay, I think I've exhausted pretty much all of my just regular tricks. So now I'm gonna work on something different, something kind of new. Just sort of tinker around, see what feels good, see what is gonna expand my old noggin, add a little wrinkle into the brain there, the branular.
I just don't want to give up what I have with the iPhone.
Alright, so that's gonna do it for me for the session. I should have stopped like an hour ago, but you know how it is when you battle that one trick. At the very least, I did something new. I got that back 50, shove it out, and that felt good. Didn't even expect to skate today, but glad that I did. Guys, have a good night. You know, good lesson that I learned here tonight, and I've actually learned this before. I just, you know, I always forget about it, but you just gotta get out there and do it, you know? Just get out there and do it. Don't overthink things, you know, just if you want something, the only way you're gonna get it is if you go out and you pursue it, so. But yeah, it's funny, that's just the way it goes. You know, I've actually just sort of learned in the past, you know, if I don't wanna skate and I just force myself to get out there and do it, then I end up having actually a pretty decent skate session, and I either really enjoy myself, end up learning new tricks, or it's just good, you know? So I'm gonna keep that in mind. It's a little ironic, it's a little backwards. Think about don't overthinking. It sounds kind of funny, like I said, it's a bit backwards, a bit of an oxymoron. Okay, so I just had a shower, I got a beer, so I'm kind of in like the right position to give some final outro thoughts for this video topic. Cheers. So yeah, overthinking, it can be a big killer of motivation for a lot of things. It can be for skateboarding, for cleaning your apartment, for even doing something like this, sitting down and filming. A lot of times I can get in my own head and analyze to death my own thoughts and think, you know, I really don't have anything to say. People aren't going to want to watch it. It's not that interesting. It probably will fail and the metrics won't do well. It's funny, our brains have this really clever and devious way, if you think about it, to just sort of avoid any kind of discomfort. And I think that's what happens when we overanalyze to the point where we get paralyzed by our own thoughts and we don't end up going out and doing the things that we even enjoy. It's so easy, especially in these days when a lot of people are working from home and you spend a lot of time sitting at the desk, to just be comfortable at that point, in that position, and not push yourself to get out there and do something else. And that's what I really kind of have been exploring in the last couple of days, and even in the last couple of weeks. There's plenty of projects and so many things that I've wanted to do that I just haven't done because I've thought that they'd be too difficult, or I've thought that I wouldn't enjoy doing them, or they wouldn't turn out well. The hardest part is just starting, and once I get stuck in there, you know, it really doesn't get any more difficult after that. Actually, a really good video, I'll link up to it here. I think it's by Matt DeVella. It's about the 5-minute rule, and it's basically like a hack, if you will. I hate that term hack, but you know, it's a way to hack your brain and to not overthink things when it comes to starting projects. And the main takeaway is set a timer for 5 minutes, start a project, and tell yourself when that 5 minutes is up, you'll stop. And you know, 5 minutes, that doesn't seem like much time. That's pretty easy to do. Like if I tell myself I'm gonna go skate for 5 minutes, yeah, I could do that. Even if I don't want to skate, I could skate for 5 minutes. Even if I don't want to film or do the dishes or fold my own laundry, I could do that for 5 minutes. But the end takeaway is that once you get past that 5 minutes, you're not going to want to stop because you're already kind of stuck in there. You're already making progress and it feels good, and you get into this positive feedback loop. That's the difference, you know, it's like you overthink and you get into this negative feedback loop about like just constantly telling yourself you're not going to succeed, you're not going to enjoy it, whatever. But once you get stuck in, you kind of reverse that loop and you start to feel better about it. And it's the same way for skateboarding for me. There's plenty of times that I've gone out and skated and it is just like clockwork. Every time I'm like, I really don't want to skate, I'll probably just go for like 20 minutes and have a bad session. But then I get there and I end up learning new tricks, like back 50, back shove out. I'm kind of stoked on that actually. Today was really interesting. It was a lot of fun. It really kind of harkened back. It made me feel reminiscent of when I first started the YouTube channel. And I used to just go out and take the camera and skate and film, not really have a premise in mind, not do any pre-production, and just see where the day takes me and then kind of make a concept out of that. And it worked. It worked. I really don't need to do any kind of pre-production for any kind of videos like this. On this channel, it's skateboarding and shenanigans. I'm not making like Hollywood level B-list star movie excitement extravaganza. You know, I'm just Spooty. I'm just skating, you know? So I need to stop overthinking my skateboarding. I just need to go out there, be on the board, be consistent with it, and not put the pressure on yourself. I said it before, you know, you really shouldn't be doing anything other than just having a good time when you're on the skateboard. Just going with the flow and seeing where things take you. And if you start to get upset and you start to not enjoy it at that point, then
You need to stop. You need to move on.
you know, and go back to doing something else until you want to get back into it again. Just get out there and just not think about it. I mean, that's basically the gist of it. Just don't think. Turn off your brain. I mean, sometimes, as bad as that sounds, sometimes that's the way to do it. I mean, that's the whole concept of like the flow state, right? It's like you just get into a position in your mind where you're just not thinking about it and you're just doing it. I think tapping into that is crucial for enjoyment with skateboarding, for enjoyment with any other activities, hobbies, filmmaking, YouTube process. That's the way to go. But as always, thanks so much for watching. This has been Spootyskater, and until I see you in the next video, stay with me. Keep on spootin'.
Sustenance.
Not really, it's beer. But it's only 88 calories. It's a light beer. Because I need it. I don't need a heavy beer.